I know this is a typical thing where it's like, Para will come good against the good teams. I always play well against good teams, but I feel like we are now in a patch where Para are well and truly going through their down phase. I'm going to say Penrith 13 plus. Man of the match, Nathan Cleary. It could be off kicking game alone, to be honest. And I'm going to say first try scorer, James Fisher-Harris crashing over the top of, probably another really good forward and cementing his dominance and his superiority.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Penrith 13 plus as well. I think Cleary will kick early and will turn the Parramatta outside backs around and get them back in their own end and make it a really tough night for their forwards to get off their own line. And if they can't aim up anywhere near where they have previously, they'll get dominated in this game. I think Penrith will win 13 plus. I think Cleary man of the match, and I think Tago will just continue his tackle busting form and score the first try over in that left-hand edge for the Panthers.
I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go 13 plus Penrith as well. I think Para busted now. There's not much more I can say about them. They're not going well at all. I'm going to go man of the match for Appy just because he's red hot right now, and I think there's 2 or 3 try assists in this game alone. Reed's just looking for the first boat to Belmore, so he'll have that covered. First try. Let's actually go with Eisenhuth running off him. So we'll go with that. If we're going to actually spend a bit of time on a game, what hope do Para actually have here? Oh, let's get Gump's tips and then we'll break it down.
Look, I'm going to go Penrith 1-12, only because I think that Para will... Look, I'm just banking on Parramatta putting in a better performance, as Ollie said, against the better team and come out of their slumber a bit. Look, if Para were going a bit better, it's nearly a game you could tip them. With Crichton out, with Luai out, if Parramatta had shown a bit more in the last couple of weeks, it's probably a game you think, if Penrith are going to lose a game, that this could be one they lose with Para at Commbank and whatnot. So that's why I'll go 1-12. But it wouldn't surprise me if Penrith won 13 plus. I'm going to stick with that left edge for Penrith and say Viliami kick out of the first try on that edge. And I'm going to go man of the match, Isaiah Yeo.
I'll get to my disaster class later, but I'm not without hope. Sean Lane might score first in this game. Anyway, we'll if Para are to win, so it's a matter of matching the forwards and
playing really up-tempo through the middle, Reid Marnie getting in and out of dummy half, turning the pack around. They probably would need to kick early and get Penrith working it out of their back end, but I think their back five's just too strong, and they get out of their back end way too easy against most teams, and Parramatta hasn't been brilliant recently. So.
The last 2 games that Parramatta have played against Penrith, the finals last year, and it was 8-6 or something like that. And early in this year when Parramatta won, it was a low-scoring game as well. But at the moment, Para just conceding too many points. Like they're the 10th or 11th best defensive team in the comp. We were talking about before, you need 4 tries
just pop that up there,
to beat Penrith.
There we go.
Para might score 4, but I don't know if they can stop 4 the way they're going.
The more you look at their back 5, the more you have concerns about the defence against Penrith. Like, you just don't know how they're going to hold out.
Like, look, the only way Para can win is if it's a low score, and I don't know they can keep them to a low score.
Not anymore, no.
To be honest, the way they're going.